Born in 1926, South Milwaukee's Reginald Lisowski lived quite the life, an Army veteran who had worked as a bricklayer and a meat packer. But he, of course, was best known as a wrestler, the Crusher, and he became a household name around the world for decades. The Crusher died back in 2005, but this weekend, his life and legacy will be on display in a very big way in his beloved South Milwaukee, and it'll remain on display there for generations to come.
So I'm going to start getting ready for it. I'm going to start eating 6 pounds of Polish sausage a day, increase my beer from a case to a case and a half, and I'm going to eat a lot of mashed potatoes and gravy.
For those who knew him, or just knew of him, was to love the Crusher.
His character was who he was, a guy from South Milwaukee. Polka-loving, beer-drinking, hard-working, blue-collar bricklayer.
Chris Smith, a lifelong wrestling fan and city attorney for South Milwaukee, knows more than most these days about Reggie the Crusher Lisowski, both in and out of the ring.
He never denied someone an autograph. He never denied a visit to children, a sick kid at Children's Hospital. He worked so much with the charities. And he was just all around a really nice person.
Which is why roughly 3 years ago, about a decade or so after the Crusher had passed, Smith got worried.
One of my biggest concerns when thinking about the Crusher was, my kids will know who he is because of me, but their kids probably aren't going to know who he is, and I didn't want him to be forgotten. We talked about how we should get a plaque to memorialize him, and then one of us said, forget about a plaque. Let's do a statue, a bronze statue like the bronze Fonz.
Smith thought it would take decades to raise the 40 grand or so needed to build a statue so the Crusher wouldn't be forgotten. But it turns out,
in 3 months, we had more than we needed.
The Crusher's fans around the world hadn't forgotten a thing about him.
We have t-shirts for sale on our website, and I get an alert every time we sell one, and I see, there's t-shirts being sold in Japan. There's t-shirts we've sold in Australia. There's t-shirts we've sold all over Europe. And so I definitely underestimated his global popularity to this day.
Just a few weeks ago, Smith saw the foundation being poured for that statue along Milwaukee Avenue.
It's very unbelievable. I feel like this is a dream, and I'm going to wake up, but I don't want to wake up.
And this weekend, Crusherfest will take over South Milwaukee, with the statue finally unveiled for the world to see. The Crusher's legacy on display here. The Crusher's life lessons alive and well.
Hard work, family, never forgetting where you came from, never forgetting your roots. He could have went anywhere, he could have lived anywhere. He stayed in his house in South Milwaukee. Everyone here knew him and his family, and I think just remembering where you came from and staying true to your roots is something that would go to his legacy.
And if you'd like to head to Crusherfest this weekend, you'll find it along Milwaukee Avenue in South Milwaukee, Saturday and Sunday. Admission there is free. It opens each day at 11 o'clock with polka, wrestling, beer, food vendors, a whole lot more. The statue unveiling once again set for Saturday at 3. More details now at Crusherfest.com.